Well, I'm out on a beach, as you can see, kind of a beach, very stony. I went into the sandy part of this area, which is near to Swansea, although it's not Swansea. That's my first decent find. The rest of it has been all aluminium. It's been very frustrating, but it's a big lump of lead. It's got writing on it, although I can't make out. It looks like an LF. Can't make out what that says, but yeah, I mean, it's cool. This is copper wire. There's a bigger hole in the middle and then these two smaller holes, so whatever it was is cool. But yeah, first decent find for today. Moving on. Big round thingamajig there. Just by the side here is a big old lead fishing weight, so I'll have a little look around here, see what's next. I'm not going to film them all because that would be a very boring video for you guys, but that's another one. Second lead weight. I'm going to have a bag full of them by the end of the day. May not even be able to walk back to the car. Anyway, see you at the next. Well, I'm only showing you guys that because that's the weirdest fishing weight I think I've ever seen. It's really very homemade. With copper wire attached to it on the bottom, and that's a big lump of lead that's been melted onto it. I mean, it's kind of cool. Can't imagine that's sort of very new. It could be quite old. Curious, and it was literally sat right on the surface. Didn't even have to get it with my metal detector. Moving on. Well, I just had a 72 and I was absolutely sure it was going to be like a ring pull or something. But I think that's a... yeah, it is. It's a 20p piece. So I'm finally on the board. First coin. 2001. Cool. Moving on. Well, I just had a screaming 89, and I think it's there, and I think it's a pound coin. Well, coin number 2. Very cool. 2016. So there are some targets here. I'll start grid searching. Moving on. Yeah. Curious dog. I think that's another coin for today. It's an old round band. Okay. That's actually a really good sign for me when I come to places like this. See older targets. Yeah, Dino to text, there's one for you. Okay, cool. Moving on. Well, I know I wouldn't show you, I said I wouldn't keep showing you these, but I just had 2 fishing sinkers out of the same hole. I spotted one. It was just came out on the side, and then I swung the detector over the sand that I've got out of that hole. I had to dig quite deep, and there was 2 of them. They're totally different designs. This one's unusual. Anyway, moving on. Stop talking. Also, in amongst the sand, out of that same hole, is another one. That's 3 in the same hole. Yeah, don't think that's ever happened before. A lead weight spill. Moving on. Well, that might be the first interesting find, other than fishing weights and coins. Is that? It could be part of a fishing spinner by the looks of that. But kind of cool. Brass. And that's actually what I'm looking for, is the area where brass collects. Moving on. Is that a bottle cap? That shiny thing down there. Got to be, hasn't it? Oops. No, it's not a bottle cap. It's almost worse. It's a washer. Moving on. Well, it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Just lying on the surface here. Yeah. Got to take that. Get at least to get the twine off here. It's no good to leave that in the ocean. Moving on. And a beautiful mermaid's purse sat there. Shark's egg. Wonderful. This one's open. Beautiful things. Moving on. Well, check that out for a lovely find on a beach. If that's what I think it is. It is. Let me try and keep you out of the wind. Look at that. It's a lead bullet tip. You can see the striations on it where it's come out of the barrel, where it's spun the bullet. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Very happy with that. Piece of history right there. And another little very black looking lead bullet, also with the markings on. Oh, I'm very, very happy to have stumbled into this area. I will keep looking. Moving on. Well, I'm also starting to find these, which are like bullet tips but hollow. Unusual. Moving on. Well, what would you call that in sort of sea life? A duplex, or I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. That's shell upon shell upon shell upon shell upon shell. Little tiny one here. It's beautiful. I won't take it in case there are any of them still alive in there, which they might be. But it's very cool. Family living at its best. So what can I say about this beach cleanup? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fishing weights. Possibly a record for me. I don't think I've ever found so many. They obviously give off an absolutely lovely signal. A couple of shells I couldn't resist taking those. They're empty. I did check that first. A piece of a spinner, I think. A couple of bullet fragments. They're tips, but they're oddly hollow. Strange. These two wonderful little bullets with the striations on them. I don't know exactly what type they are. I'm sure somebody out there can tell me. I mean, they're really spectacular. I mean, that one's amazing. Very, very happy with that one. Also with the striations. I'm not sure. I should know them. I should. But I don't have the confidence like some of these people who know these bullets. I think I have an idea of what it is, but 3 coins, 1 old pound, 1 newer pound, and a 20 pence, a couple of washers, and this very unusual, you might just be able to make out the cocoa part there, and you can see O-U-R-N and then L-L. And I thought that was an F, but it's an E. You can just make out it's an E. This is Bourneville cocoa. This is a lead Bourneville cocoa seal. Yeah, I mean, what can I say about it? That's not what you expect to find anywhere. It's cool. It's very cool. So I don't know if this was an advertising thing or what it was, but yeah, strange. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching to the end. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you on the next one.
Moving on.